Peace and pan-Africanism, peace and pan-Africanism. Peace and pan-Africanism, peace and pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde RB Jesus, coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City Africans. It's your big brother King Kong.
I don't know. I think Dr. Umar is the last one waving the Pan-African flag. I don't think anyone else is stumping for Pan-Africanism, pushing that agenda, not even in Africa. Right now, they still have Africans in Ghana going in on Nigerians. They're tired of Nigerians being in Ghana and they're trying to kick them out of their country, telling them to go back home to Nigeria. I just don't know how you force Pan-Africanism on people who don't even identify that way in the first place. Let's be real. Jamaicans don't call themselves African. Haitians don't call themselves African. The Bahamians, never in my life have I heard a Bahamian refer to themselves as African. Shout out to Trinidad and Barbados, but they're not claiming it either. So when you bring that we're all African talk to a Black American in Mississippi, St. Louis, or Chicago, they're looking at you like African where? Most Americans never even been to Africa.
I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account.
Yeah, this is definitely Umar. If he didn't repeat it 3 times, I might have thought it was AI. But nah, this is him. And look, I'm just out seeing this, but off the rip, I'm not going to say he's lying. Some people don't believe him. But if there was suspicious activity on his account, it's standard for a bank to freeze it to protect the funds until they can verify the owner. That's the real thing. Most of the time, they'll make you come into a branch and prove who you are before they let anything else happen. So what he's saying could be legit.
Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, Let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th.
I don't know, but what bank is this? Because having an investigation with no timeline and not even giving him the option to come into a branch with the right documents to access his own account is wild. You might want to find some other institutions to do business with.
The day that I left for South Africa, I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa.
When he tried to put all this on Medea, I was like, now wait, Umar, what Tyler Perry got to do with your bank account? Apparently, though, he's calling a lady that he was fooling around with Medea. At this point, Umar has gained a reputation for laying down with any woman that claims to go along with the Pan-African agenda. So there's really no other serious criteria. He met some single mother with a problem son at one of his events. One of those women was sleeping with him. She's going around on social media, doing interviews, telling everybody, and in my opinion, she's making Umar look bad just by how she's presenting herself. And then he's up here calling her Medea. But nobody told you to be laying down with that quality of woman when you're Dr. Umar. You're well known. Why are you still grabbing the low-hanging fruit? You would think he would pick a better quality woman that's put together inside and out. And I've been saying for a while, it wasn't going to take the white man to bring Umar down. The snow bunny wasn't going to bring him down either. Everybody's been waiting for this snow bunny to bring Umar down, but nah. The same people he stumped for all day trying to force Pan-Africanism on and the Black Queens Forever, they're going to be the ones to destroy him. And here he is saying the Black Queen Forever is the one who tried to gain access to his bank account after she went on a press tour airing him out on social media. You can't make this stuff up.
July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
Now, Umar, you're not helping yourself in this situation. You shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. You should be able to pull funds from somewhere. This is crazy.
So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay, or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline as to when this situation is going to be resolved.
Man, this is a real problem. You can't let bills tied to the school fall behind just because one bank froze your account. You have to have multiple accounts, multiple institutions, backups for your backups. Because the second one account gets locked or flagged, your whole operation should be grinding to a halt. So yeah, Umar, you can't build an institution for the people and then let it be one technical issue away from collapsing. But hopefully after this, Umar will learn that lesson and move accordingly.
If I don't have Cash App, nor does FDMG have Cash App. I do not have a Cash App. I only have Apple Pay and PayPal. If you can spare a few dollars, send it to my Apple Pay, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858, or my PayPal, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. Although Leo season is off to a rocky start, brothers and sisters, we will overcome. Shout out to all my donors. Newark, New Jersey, I'ma see you. Nat Turner, I'ma see you. Mobile, Alabama, I'ma see you. New Orleans, Louisiana, Hurricane Katrina, I'ma see you. Kenya, January, I'ma see you. FDMG is coming. We just got to lay down on floors, brothers and sisters. Lay down on floors, and we applying for a certificate of occupancy. I don't have any money in my pocket because my account is frozen. If you could send a few dollars to Dr. Umar for Apple Pay or PayPal, I would greatly appreciate it. Black Queens forever. Snow Bunnies never. Enjoy your weekend. Leo season forever. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
All right, so that's Dr. Umar's whole message. He says he doesn't have access to any of his money, not to take care of himself, not even his mother. And he can't pay the bills for the school because the accounts are frozen. Everything's on ice, his personal account, the school account, and he's blaming the woman he was laid up with, who he's now calling Medea. He's accusing her of trying to get into his accounts, which supposedly triggered the freeze for protection. Again, with the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never, I always believed it will be the Black Queens Forever, specifically the low-hanging fruit that he's always trying to attract at these events, single Black mothers with troubled sons. That's the group that will ultimately destroy him. And if it's not one of them, it'll be one of these diaspora Africans he's always stumping for. As for the school, he says the only thing left is the floors. Before that, it was probably doors and floors. There's always just one more thing left. All I know is the easiest way to shut people up about the school, the fraud claims, the delays, is just to open the school. That's it. Maybe Umar should take the next year off from flying city to city and use that time to actually finish what he started. Because until those doors open, he's going to have a problem. So first up, after you get this bank situation cleared, leverage other financial institutions, number one. Then number two, pause everything else and just focus on getting the school open. No more lectures for at least 365 days. Because you obviously don't have time to do both. And maybe he should fast. Stop consuming all these women. Because that's a major problem for Dr. Umar too. Focus, discipline, and finish what you started. Then there will be nothing for people to talk about. You don't have to come online addressing what he called the haters. But until then, the criticism is going to keep coming. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to Havelock. I appreciate you, Havelock, for all of your support for the channel, as well as our sister Starlet. Thank you, Starlet, for your contribution. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.